Hello viewers, we're back again. The last episode we have spoken and established that the battlefield of success or failure is your mind. That your mind is your asset, that invest in your mind. But what makes the difference there between two people or two persons who the other one make it and the other one does not? What could be the real reason? Well, there is what we call IQ, intellectual quotient, IQ. There are those who have high IQ, of course, and it means the other one have the opposite. But is that all? No. Today I want us to talk about what feeds your mind. Because truth be told, what you know today, it's either you have seen it, you have heard about it, you have read about it. The knowledge, the information that you have, you got it somewhere. The question is, what feeds your mind? Because whatever feeds your mind has a way of directing your future. What feeds your mind? You need to guard it jealously, whatever that comes to your mind. Because sooner than later, it is going to be imprinted. So, what is it that is feeding your mind? Because once your mind is fed, now, with a wrong information, my biggest fear in life is to live my life and realize later that I lived a lie. I believed something that was not true, and it will be too late. So start today. What is it that is feeding your mind? You can be a student and you think that if I can get a degree, because you have been told, it has been overemphasized that if you education, it's all that you need to succeed. But you will realize that between you and degrees, just few exams. And if your biggest and your highest achievement is to get a job, there's nothing wrong in getting a job, but if that's your ultimate, you have been fed the wrong information. Listen to me, this is a fact, this is true. Those who are working today, they will attest to this. They will agree with me that you are employed today and you thought that that's the beginning of success. Or you are successful. You are about to be shocked because they will give you what they call a notch. A notch is a salary that they are going to pay you per annum or per year. You look at it, you will find that it's 200,000, it's 300,000, and you're excited. But on top of that 200,000, already 20,000 plus is for tax. In less than no time, you will realize that there is no man under the sun who has ever been successful by a salary. You walk into that company, you realize that the highest paid person is paid not much, and you know that you cannot earn more than your boss. So meaning, if your mindset is to say, once I've got a degree, that's it, you are about to be shocked, because you will never earn more than your boss. Meaning, you must look at your boss and realize that I will never be above you. And it will take me 20 years, 30 years for me to be promoted to that position. That's where you will realize, that's where you will realize that you believed a lie. Am I saying education is wrong? No. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, if that's your ultimate, that's your biggest achievement, you think that if I achieve this, I have achieved, you're about to regret. Ask yourself today, why the most successful people, many of them, they are not educated as you. You will be shocked about it. Bill Gates, what is it that they have? The qualification. It's not about the qualification. It's not about the degree. It's not about a job. Because a job mentality is a slavery mentality. Ask yourself why the government is saying its employee are civil servant. What is a servant? A servant is a slave. Meaning you spend years being trained to be a civilized slave. A civilized slave. You spend 30 years to realize that I was studying all these years to be a civilized slave. Ask yourself, before you argue with me, ask yourself why every medical doctor is opening a surgery. Make no mistake, a surgery is a business. Why every lawyer is starting his own practice. They realize that with this, what we are getting as salary, will die poor. Now they go and open their own business. It's business because if you go now to every surgeon, every medical doctor in his private surgery, even if you are about to die, you must go through a reception. That is a polite way of saying, I cannot treat you unless you pay me. So if you don't have money to pay him, you better die. They are prepared for that. If you don't have money to pay a lawyer, you better go to jail. They will never help you in their private practice because it's business. Meaning if you are to wait for month end to receive a salary, you are about to be frustrated. You will curse teachers who taught you that education is alpha and omega. It's not. It's the beginning. Of course, I appreciate that education helps. But if that's your ultimate, if that is your ultimate, you're about to regret. I'm not out of message, but I'm out of time. My name is Senior Corporal. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Your mind, your asset. I'm coming up again to explain about civil servant, a civilized slave. Till we meet again.